was one of our very good trades for the week. You can see the trade was taken from here, and this was just like a watershed from 144.35 all the way to 138.36. 500 pips just on that day. Let me put the, as you can see there. So anyway, while this is calculating, you know from the daily chart on last week that the best number we have in the pound yen is the 160, 146.74, and I know and you know that some of us already in the room are having long-term position. They are short the pound yen from 146.74, which is about now close to 12 or 1300 pips so far on the trade, and our target was that, and this is what we had from last week, that it should take us towards the 139.60, which it did quite perfectly, and we are now closed the week pretty much at the structural points. The dollar yen now is at a real testing area. The 160, 146 over here, that's the beginning of a downward leg to the downside. Now we are coming here to a, and you can see that there's 1, 2, and now we have 3 structural points sitting right on top of each other, and now the pound is sitting at these 3 structural points, and the structure here is 139.60. We closed the week at 139.57, i.e. we closed at exactly the structural point. So we broke above it, we had capitulation, and now we came back and we closed above that structural point of 139.60. So with this, and looking back at what we have seen in the dollar index and what we have seen in the yen index, and let me just show you while we're here. This is the yen, and as I showed you on the daily chart, see, we're just sitting at the 112.06. We're sitting at the breakout point. If we do trade below the 112.06, then we should have a sell-off in the yen. Now, this is part of the beauty of the chart, and we can see the correlation that all comes together and it makes sense. This thing is not an abstract. It doesn't work in vacuum. There is a reason behind this. There is some sort of logic behind this kind of madness. But if you look here, this is sitting at the structure point that would indicate that we might have a sell-off in the yen if it trades below 112.06. Yet here we have, on the pound yen, we came back above the 139.60, which would indicate that we might have a push to the upside in the pound and a sell-off in the yen, because if this goes up, this means that the yen is being sold off, and that's why you see the structural point on the yen index matches the structural point on the yen index. and now you have a pretty low risk trade. It's a no-brainer now. You have a no-brainer trade as far as the pound yen. If the pound yen goes above 139.60, which is 4 pips from where it is right now, it's a gimme trade, it's a buy. And you're going to put your stop below the 139.60. If it's right now as it is and it trades below the 139.60, you want to short the pound and forget about it, and you put your stop above the 139.60. So this is one of the beauty things of the chart, that you have an easy trade or a gimme trade. Okay? So we're going to just go to our radar screen and just set it up, because it doesn't require any much more work than what is necessary. This is an easy trade. So we're going to be buyers above 130. 138 or 136? Yeah, 139.60. Okay. All right. So 139.60, and our selling point is below 139.60. See how nice it is? This is, and remember, guys, I want to remind you something, Leonard, and all of you guys. Remember, a couple of weeks ago when we go to do the euro yen, we had the same setup in the euro yen, also like 10 pips on either side of the trade. It was a gimme trade, and we took the short, and it paid us like 500 pips on that trade. It's the same setup now that's happening in the pound yen. So everything is right there. And I'm sure, I think Ben has called it last week when we were calling it, and Ben just remarked on it. It's the same setup exactly right now. So we're going to put our stops 25 pips on either side. So the long stop is going to be 139.40. And this is going to be 139.90. I'm just gonna put I put 20 pips on either side of that to take the stop. Okay. All right. That's the pound yen, and let's look at just quickly at the intraday chart. So just again, look at that baby here. This thing just, you don't, so you want to be staying short. We're going to go short below this, so everything is working fine with the pound yen. Okay.